After this video, you'll be able to select hair or animal fur with your eyes closed. Howdy everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can use the refine selection to select more complex and distinctive objects such as animals, animal fur, feathers, etc. So let's go take a look. Alright, first things first, let's open the selection tools in the editor module. And you'll be able to find a link to the video about selection tools above this video as well if you want to go check that out. Alright, I want to select this links, but since this photo has a rather uniform background, it's easiest to select the background and then invert our selection. Keep in mind that you always need to choose the right tool based on what and how you want to select it. Let's choose the magic wand, click add to selection, and choose the hue matching mode. This way the wand selects the areas using the hue that's most prevalent in the background. I still need to set blur and tolerance. I'm going to increase the blur so my selection isn't all that sharp and in focus, and lower the tolerance so that the wand doesn't pick up smaller hues around the links. Let's use the paintbrush to unselect these areas. All right, next, let's invert the selection so that we have the link selected instead of just the background. Enable black and white selection display and uncheck selection outline. You can see these parts of the background that are partially selected, so let's remove them from the selection. And add the parts of the links that were removed. Then let's change the display to cover selection. The first item under refine selection is radius. Now radius determines the size of an area around a selection, where the function searches for the edges and uses them to refine the selection. Let's increase that just slightly. Notice on the left side, where the fur is longer, that increasing the radius helps to finish selecting this longer fur. And to contrast that, on the right side, increasing the radius, it's included an area outside of the fur within our selection. So we're going to have to find a reasonable middle ground. The next thing we have under refine selection is contrast. This determines the final contrast of the selection, which means that the greater the contrast, the sharper the boundary between the selected and unselected areas will be. It affects what selection does at the transition. So we're not going to increase it too much because I don't want to have the fur simply, cut off sharply, because that just wouldn't look very realistic or good. Okay, so next let's fine tune the selection a bit more using the brush. I'm going to enable the white selection display because that lets me see the remaining imperfections of the selection clearly. And let's use the brush to mark the areas we want to be selected or don't want to be selected. It doesn't matter that it's a rough estimate with low blur because I'm going to be indicating where the links is or isn't. Next, if we slightly increase the radius again, the Zoner Photo Studio algorithm knows that those areas shouldn't be in the selection and adjust the radius of the selection around them accordingly. Now keep in mind that you're never going to select a subject with this type with 100% accuracy. I mean, even if you spent hours and hours, lots of time and effort, it's not going to happen. So my selection would be much more accurate if I use the brush to select the areas in detail, like the space between the fur, but that's not really how I want to spend my time, and neither should you. Next, let's change the selection display to black. And it's a good idea to try different selection displays because each shows you the imperfections in the selection in a slightly different way. And plus, some are better seen with cover unselected mode, and some on a white background and others on a black background. Now, the last function for refined selection is smoothing. And this function is used to gently smooth out overly sharp edges. It works like blur with ordinary selections, and it's best left for the very end. All right, when we're happy with our selection, we can turn off selection display and duplicate the original layer and add the selection to a mask. Let's add a new background from the file, which I move under the layer with the selected links. And since the links happens to be in the middle of a big yawn, must be sleepy, I'm gonna turn it into a funny scene. I'm gonna add the image of a microphone from our file. And there you go, a singing lynx. I'm sure you've never seen that before. I hope you liked this video, gave you some ideas of other things you can use within the refined selection. And if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. Even if you didn't like it, give us a thumbs up anyway. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Hit the subscribe bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.